Shalom, 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 Israel, man. First of all, slack it. I'm gonna give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, man. Today's breakdown video I'll be touching on is basically Passover and basically the feast of unleavened bread, man. Because if brothers or sisters don't know, man, Passover is, if you're keeping the dates that I'm keeping, Passover is basically it's 2 weeks away, man. So you got still got time to prepare, man. Because don't want to be doing stuff in the last minute, man. Don't want to be rushing, man. You want to be getting stuff sorted out before this the Passover day, man, or before the weekend, man. Because want to be getting stuff done, man. So like when it's time for Passover, you want to be doing stuff decently in order, man. You don't want to be rushing, going to buy your garments, going to buy your lamb, going to buy your stuff what you want to do for the Passover, man. You got to be getting doing stuff like way before Passover kicks in, man. That's why brothers on social media, man, they post dates, man, on the Passover, and well, not just the Passover, the high holy days to keep, man. They post it on social media, and they post it on other social media platforms also, man. So there's no excuses in it, because like when I first came to the truth, man, I used to first came to the truth, man, brothers didn't post on Instagram and stuff like that, because I was still fresh in the truth, and plus I don't think brothers had the dates in it, but they did do breakdown videos in it. So when it was when it was doing breakdown videos, I was always clicking onto the live to basically to see what was the high holy days in it, because I didn't know the high holy days when I first came to the truth, man. So all praise to the Most High, man. Brothers they posted that the calendars with the high holy days and the new moons in it, so there's no excuses. Israel, man. So you can't be saying that you missed the high holy days because like they didn't post it, man. There's no excuses, man, because brothers are posting high holy days on all social media platforms in it. So like, yeah, man, there's no excuses, man. You gotta keep the high holy days and keep the new moon, man. Simple as that, man. Yeah, man. So let me start with the first precept today, man. It's gonna be a quick breakdown video. It ain't gonna be too long. It's book of Deuteronomy, chapter 16, verse 3. Thou shalt not eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread. Yes, see that? So basically, if 7 days, man, you can't eat no leaven with it's like you can't eat no leaven with any stuff that you buy. You can't have leaven in it. So you gotta check the ingredients in it, because like I see like brothers on Instagram, and they post like the stuff that might have leaven in it. So like everything what you buy, man, you gotta check to see if it's got leaven in it. Because basically before I close out, I'm basically I touch on basically that when's Passover, and basically when's the feast of unleavened bread also, man. So let me finish off the rest of the precept. Thou shalt not eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread, therefore even the bread of affliction, for thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste. See that thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt, all the days of thy life, man. So Passover was basically had to do stuff in haste, innit? Because that was the day that we came out of the land of Egypt, innit? It was in haste, innit? And basically Mosai told us to basically remember basically the day that we came forth out the land of Egypt, innit? All the days of our life, innit? So like that's why we got when it's Passover, we always got to keep Passover regardless, man. Don't matter if you go to the plantation or wherever you're doing, man. You got to put everything to the side, man. You got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You got to keep the high holy days, man. Because Passover is a very serious day, man. Ain't no play day, man. It's a very serious high holy day, man. Because like some brothers might be vegan, innit? They might be vegetarian in this thing, but when it's Passover, man, you gotta eat the lamb, man. Regardless, don't matter if you're vegan or vegetarian, you gotta eat that lamb, man. Lamb lamb represents basically Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai died for our sins, man. Didn't die for all you other nations. Only died for the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Didn't die for all you other nations, man. So yeah, that's just that's just basically saying that gotta keep the Passover, man. You gotta keep all the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Let me get another precept. 1 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 8. Therefore, let us keep the feast not with old leaven. Yeah, man. So like, you gotta keep the feast, man. Keep the Passover not of old leaven, man. That's what brothers are doing breakdown videos, man, saying that before Passover kicks in, man, you gotta get rid of all the old leaven, man, all the bitterness, man, that you might have envy against your brother, might have a slothful demon, and you might have a smoking demon, and you gotta purge out all that leaven before the Passover kicks in, because like when it's Passover day, you might have a congregation, you might have a place that you it's like I'm trying to might have a place where you gather together in like an apartment or wherever, man, that you basically gathering together, and basically when you're keeping the Passover, man, you might have your akim with you, your whole body that you do the work with when you're congregating, man. When you're doing a Passover, you can't have no old leaven, man, no bitterness, no malice or no wickedness, man, because like that's gonna spoil the day, man. Passover is not meant to be for wickedness or malice, or have all the old leaven in you, man. Meant to be turning up in righteousness and basically keeping the law, statute, commandments, and remember the day that we came out of Egypt, and also going over the precepts about Passover as well, man, because like most like give us laws, slacking, most like give us high holidays to keep, man, and yeah, man, you gotta keep all the high holidays, keep the new moons, man. If brothers in the truth, man, they're not keeping the new moons, not keeping the high holidays, man, you're going off, man. Simple as that, man. You gotta, when you come to the truth, you gotta keep all the commandments, keep the high holidays, keep the new moons, man. Yeah, so let me finish off the rest of the precept. Neither with leaven or malice, yeah, can't. I'm just saying that, man. Can't have no malice, man, no wickedness, man. Like, on a Passover day, man, it's gonna no can't be being sad in the Passover, man. Can't be having no angry face in the Passover. Meant to be turning up and righteous, man. Listen to music, man. Eating food, man, and basically congregate with like man and brothers that you may know, man, and basically just turn up in righteousness, and basically like going over scriptures with Akim, and basically like keeping a holiday righteous, man. No wickedness, no malice, man. No old leaven, man. Keep the gotta be keeping it righteous, man. Can't be when it's time to dance, man. It can't just be obviously not all Akim might dance, but I'm saying if when it's time to dance, or it's time to basically talk about slack here, when it's time to when music's playing, or it might be basically going over like a breakdown, or might be going over scripture, and that brothers can't be sad, man. Gotta be turn up in righteousness, man. When it's time to basically go over might do going over a precept, or going over basically First Corinthians, or basically going over a precept that basically that talks about Passover and leavened bread, man. You can't just be feeling sad, man. You gotta be have that righteous spirit in you, innit? You can't just be feeling sad, man. Like, can't be thinking about the day you was at the plantation, or thinking about bills, man, or thinking about vanity stuff, man, or thinking about all your vanity stuff in the world, man. Because like when it's time to go with your akim, man, keep the Passover, man, you gotta be keeping it righteous, man. Can't just be thinking about worldly stuff in the Passover, man. All them bills, man, all the work stuff, man. Gotta forget about all of that, man. Gotta put them outside first, man. Yeah. So let me finish off it. Neither with the leaven or malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. Come on. Yeah, let me get probably 3 more precepts after I went down. This is a quick breakdown about Passover slash unleavened bread. Numbers chapter 9 verse 4. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel that they should keep the Passover. Yeah, man. So basically Moses, man, telling all the Israelites that basically all the children of Israel need to keep the Passover, man. Don't matter if you just came to the truth, man, or you haven't got a congregation, or you're the only one that's in the truth, man. You got to keep the Passover, man, regardless, man. Whether it's just you by yourself, man, or you got a camp, or you got a congregation, man. You got to keep the Passover, man. You can't miss the Passover, man. You got to keep the Passover, man, to the best of your ability, man. You got to buy the lamb, buy the wine, and get the herbs in, and yeah, man. Got to keep the commandments, man. Can't just be not keeping the Passover. Can't just be working the Passover, and that's off, man. You got, if you're working, if your work day falls on the Passover, you gotta tell your manager, or tell your supervisor, say it's a religious thing, man. It's a high holiday, man. You can't you can't basically work on that day, innit? Because like it's a high holiday, like just like them Elam people, the Muslims, innit? When they're fasting, innit, or whatever they're doing, man, or whatever they're doing, man, they tell the manager and they ain't got a problem with it, so like you got a right to like basically tell your manager that basically it's a high holiday, it's a religious thing, innit, and you can't be working that day, man. If they got a problem with it, they got to take it up with the Most High, man. Simple as that, man. Because like, not it's like when wear fringes, innit, or whatever doing, or yeah, if we're wearing the fringes, man, and managers wanna, not to me, but I've seen it with a couple of Akim, like basically managers wanna say something and say what are those, innit, but when them Elam people are wearing the turban, innit, or wearing whatever they wear, man, them managers or them heathen supervisors don't want to say nothing, innit, because it's to show you like with God's chosen people, innit, because like when we're keeping the commandments, innit, they want to say something, but when the Elam people are keeping their religious thing, innit, they don't want to say nothing, innit. So you know this thing's spiritual, man. So let me get another precept in. It's book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 2, verse. It's the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 35, verse 19. In the 18th year of the reign of Josiah was the Passover kept. Yes, that's what it's saying. It's saying again the same thing. Like Moses was saying before, man, saying that you need to keep the Passover, man. Because no certain slack it one sec. Yeah, like Moses was saying, basically in Numbers 9 verse 4, man, he's basically telling the Israelites that basically like the Passover should be kept, man. And in the 2 Chronicles 35:19, it's saying again that basically in the 18th reign of Josiah was a Passover kept. So like basically like the Israelites in the ancient times, they was keeping the Passover, man. Not like Israelites now, man. Some Israelites in the truth, man, they're not keeping the Passover. Like they might do a breakdown on it, or they might do a camp when they're at camp they might be talking about Passover, but really and truly some Israelites are not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. If you're not keeping the Passover, not keeping the high holidays on the new moon, man, you're going off, man. You might as well go back into the world, innit? Because like if you're in the truth, man, is meant to get rid of the old man and basically putting on the new man, basically, innit? Yeah. So if you're not keeping the new moon, keeping the high holidays, man, you might as well go back in the world, man. Go have lustful thoughts against all these other nations, man, and basically go smoke, go to these clubs, man, and basically like go break the Sabbath day, man. Because like if you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you might as well go back into the world, man. Because this truth ain't a play thing, man. It's a very serious thing, man. A lot of brothers and sisters be falling out the truth lately as well, man. Because some brothers and sisters ain't got the discernment, and they ain't got the basically they ain't got the drive in it to basically keep on going on, man. This truth ain't no. The truth is a serious thing. Because the thing is, like, where some brothers or sisters might go back in the world because they want the Yahweh Shai to basically hurry up and return, but they need to be patient, innit? Because everything can't just be when the Most High return on your time, innit? With just dust and ashes on the earth. We can't say when we want Yahushua to return. Most High return. No, Yahushua will return when he wants to return. Innit? Like he said, you're returning a thief in the night, man. No one knows when he's gonna return. So every brother and sister in the truth just need to be patient, man, and stop trying to speed up and rush this thing, man. So let me get the last preset after on the wind down, man. Slack you once. Yeah, before the last precept, I'm gonna get one more precept. It's the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 25. It's basically talking about patience, isn't it? You got to have patience. Can't be rushing. Can't be saying want Yahushua to return now, man. Yahushua return when he wants to return, man. So it's the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 25. But if we hope for that we see not, then do we slake. But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. So yeah, so even though not just regarding Yahushua return, man, but gotta have patience in this thing, man. Like patient in this truth, man. Like even though we're out there in highways and byways, man. Even Jake scoffing, man. Jake basically like wanna buck up to the men of the Lord, man. The men of the Lord, and basically wanna basically scoff against us, wanna be talking wickedness, man. But we still gotta have patience in it, because they're still our brothers regardless, isn't it? We've got to have patience for our people, man. Because we're out there in the highways of Bible teaching, man. You can get scoffers from heathen nations, get scoffers from our own people, but just got to have patience in it, because like the truth ain't easy thing, man. We've got to have patience when we're out there in the highways of Bible teaching, man. Because like the most I said, man, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. So you can't just be licking down and punching at people, and when we're out there on the highways of Bible teaching it, because like the most I said, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. So you can't just be doing wickedness stuff, man. So let me get the last precept after on the wind down, man. Slack it once. It's book of Mark, chapter 14, verse 12. And the first day of unleavened bread, when they killed the Passover, his disciples said unto him, Where wilt thou that we go and prepare that thou mayest eat the Passover? So yeah, man. So when it was the first day of the unleavened bread, man, basically, when they killed the Passover, man, his disciples said unto him, Where wilt thou go and prepare that thou mayest eat the Passover? So like when all hell was breaking loose, man, it's thinking that where can we go to basically eat at the Passover, innit? So yeah, man. So when the Passover kicks in, man, brothers and sisters need to be get prepared, man. If you've got a congregation, congregate with your congregation. If you ain't got a congregation, let's keep the Passover by yourself, in it, man. Simple as that. But regardless, you've got to keep the Passover, unleavened bread, keep the high holy days, keep the new moons to the best of our ability, man. Because when it was basically Passover, man, all hell was breaking loose as well, man. Because like Passover was basically the day that Slacky wants. I'm trying to see something. Slacky wants. Yeah, I'm gonna read this, but I don't want to speak in my own mouth. Basically, Passover is a celebration of the story of basically Exodus. During the Passover, Jews remembered how their ancestors left slavery behind them. See that when they were led out of Egypt by Moses, Khan, Passover is celebrated with a series. Okay. Let me go to the other bits. Okay. This thing's gone kind of off, man. I just wanted to read that. What was the meaning of Passover? You know, these heathens want to put out some mad stuff on these websites, man. They don't know how to keep these commandments, man. I was gonna go to get to the nitty gritty. See if we can find another bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna read this slack here. I'm just gonna read this last article after I'm get into the dates of the Passover and unleavened bread. Passover, or Pesach in Hebrew, is one of the Jewish religion's most sacred and widely observed holidays. In Judaism, Passover commemorates the story of the Israelites' departure from ancient Egypt, which appears in the Hebrew Bible's books of Exodus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Among other texts, Jews observe the week-long festival with a number of Slake. For a number of Slake. Important rituals, including a traditional Passover meal known as a Seder, the removal of unleavened products from the home, the substitution of matzah for bread, and the retelling of the Exodus tale. I might read something else to see what they do. Yeah, I think that's it, man. Because heathens, they're talking about something else, man. Yo, I'm saying these heathens don't know these law, statutes, and commandments. These fake amulet people don't know these law, statutes, and commandments, man. I was just going on this website to check the meaning by Passover, man. Yeah, so basically Passover was basically the day that basically was freed from Egypt, innit? That basically Moses told Pharaoh to basically let his people go, innit? And basically that was the day that basically was freed out of Egypt, innit? Because it said before like okay, what's going on? Yeah, so basically Passover basically refers to basically like day that was was fled out of basically Egypt, innit? We came out of Egypt, innit, man. Left that land, man, because it was in slavery when it was in Egypt, man. That's why Moses had to basically tell Pharaoh to basically let his people go, man. And he had to, innit, because the Mosai commanded Moses to tell basically that the Egyptian Pharaoh, man, because Pharaoh was basically had our people in slavery, and basically that they had to be working, man. They was beating us, man. Basically that's why to let our people go, man, because go through so much hell when he was in Egypt, man. Trying to get something else, man. Trying to find out the next arc with it. Slacky one sec. Yeah, Slacky was basically I'm just gonna read now, man. Like basically like some Aki and my sisters might not know what Passover means, but I'm gonna read this little article, man. After I'm gonna wind down, man. What is Passover in the Bible? Passover in the Bible originates from the book of Exodus when God instructed Moses and Aaron and the Israelite people in Egypt to mark their houses with the blood of the lamb, so that the Lord will pass over the houses and spare the firstborn son. Yeah, man, calm, man. So for getting to the dates, man, let me read this little short article as well, man. One last article to get into. One sec, bear with me. Yeah, basically, yeah, the story of Passover. The story of Passover is told in the book of Exodus. The children of Israel had been slaves in Egypt for 210 years. God promised He would release them from slavery. See that, but not before Pharaoh had refused their release, and God had visited 10 plagues on Egypt, man. Because like when Moses, no, when Slacky, when the Mosai told Moses to basically tell Pharaoh to basically release all the Israelites from out of slavery, innit? Pharaoh was stiff necked, and he didn't want to listen, innit? That's why the Mosai had to basically visit 10 plagues, no Slacky. Mosai had to basically send plagues to Egypt, innit? To basically demonstrate his power, man. Because basically Pharaoh didn't want to let the Israelites people go, man. Didn't want to let 12 tribes of Israel go, man. That's why the Most had to send plagues on Egypt, isn't it? That's the only way the it's like that's the only way how Pharaoh will let the Israelites go, man. Because like he was stiff necked, he didn't want to let the Israelites go, man. That's why Most had to send plagues, man, and basically Most had to demonstrate his power, man. That's the only way Pharaoh will get into his head, man, to let the Israelites go, man. Because like he was a stiff neck, he was a stiff neck man, man. He was a king of Egypt, so he wanted to go out on his show, man. That's why Moses had to send plagues, and after that, man, all hell broke loose. So like all hell broke loose in it. So yeah, man, you get the drift of that, man. Because he's even right now in Babylon, man, these heathens are basically the hard stiff neck people, and they don't like to listen, innit? Even when we're out then how is the Bible telling them that basically the Mosai, no, it's like a people that the guy that he called it's like a Yahushai, who they called Jesus Christ in the world, man. When you're out then how was by his teaching, we told him that basically he was a black man, and it wasn't no Edomite or no pale faced man. He was a Israelite man. It even states in Revelation 1 to 30, man, that how he had he was dark skinned man, innit? And basically he was like his feet was burning in the furnace, innit? Just paraphrasing that precept, man. But they want to get mad over that. They think Jesus, who do you call? No, they think Yahushua, who do you call Jesus Christ, and all. They think he was basically John Travolta, or they think that he looks like basically trying to think of these a heathen name, man. Thinking he looks like trying to think. Let me try to look for heathen names, man. I don't really remember these. So okay, one sec. So I can try to find some heathen names, man. Bear with me trying to find that. Like, yeah, the most I think that no, it's like it heathen people. They think that the most it looks like Tommy Lee Jones. Uh, trying to think of the next couple of ones. Yeah, can't found it, man. It's lucky for that, man. Trying to find the names, man. Yeah, man. They think like he even think that the Yahushai looks like basically Tom Cruise. Think he looks like Leonardo DiCaprio, man. That's off, man. The most I don't look like that, man. That's why people in not is that some truth, man. Even our people start to wake up as well. Like most people, man. Like, basically they haven't got no either man no that picture of Jesus in it. They ain't got that in the house, man. They threw that away, man. But you still got all these Kunas, Jakes, and these are still gonna go to these churches and basically pray to the Most High. You're not praying to the Most High when you're in the church. You're just praying to praying to the devil, man. Because like the Most High is not inside them churches, man. So before I close out, I'm just gonna read out some dates, man, about Passover and basically leavened bread, man. First Passover is basically gonna fall on April the 3rd, sundown, and basically it's gonna end on basically 4th of April, sundown. And when Passover basically ends, it's lucky ones. I'm trying to see the date again. Yeah, basically Passover starts on April the 3rd, sundown, and basically when Passover ends on April the 4th, sundown, basically Feast of Unleavened Bread kicks in, and basically Feast of Unleavened Bread is gonna be for basically 7 days in it. So when it's a Feast of Unleavened Bread, man, you gotta purge out all that leaven, man. Get all that leaven out your house, man. Can't have no food with leaven in it. So yeah, man. So that's the days in it. So brothers in America and little when the brothers in the UK, man, will be doing lives, man. I'm doing breakdown videos in it to basically tell the Akia, man, and basically that the 12 tribes of Israel, that basically the Passover days, basically the Feast of Leavened Bread also, man. So with that, man, and close that, man. I hope brothers, man, will be edified, man, and sisters that watch my video will be edified when you watch the breakdown video, man. So with that, man, close that, man. Give all praise to the Most High, man. Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. Shalom, man.